Hello, my name is Noah Langenfeld, and I'm here in the Crop Physiology Laboratory at Utah State University. Today I'm going to be talking about some of our work toward efficient nitrogen recycling. So first we have kind of an overview of what we envision nitrogen cycling to look like on Mars. Just going through it real quickly, we have dinitrogen gas in the Martian atmosphere. That can be fixed to available N through bacteria, nitrogen fixing bacteria. That can be fed into an anaerobic digester and ends up going to ammonium that we can feed to plants. Unfortunately, plants need a little bit of ammonium and a little bit of nitrate to grow properly. Where does that nitrate come from? Well, we can get that from recycling human urine. So urine is largely composed of urea, aside from some sodium salts and water, of course. We can take that urea, separate it from the rest of the urine, hydrolyze it to ammonium, and feed that into an aerobic digester where we can promote nitrification, thereby gaining nitrate that we can then feed back to plants. This work is currently in review in a special edition of Frontiers with myself, Dr. Bruce Bugbee, Lance Seefeld, Tyler Valentine, Craig Criddle, and Paul Kusuma. We do need to pay attention to the pKa of ammonium. So we know that the pKa is about 9.25, that's right here. And biologically relevant pHs are around pH 7. So we can see by this graph that around pH 7, we have very little bit of ammonia gas and almost all ammonium. But as we increase that pH, we get more and more ammonium gas, which is very hard to recapture once it's in the gaseous form. So we want to minimize that as much as possible. We've done some work that shows that, yeah, indeed, as we get higher and higher, closer to that pKa, we start losing more and more ammonium. But as we keep that pH controls, about 7, 7.5, we're able to minimize that ammonium loss. This work is being done in some custom digesters that we have built. They're just kind of recirculating column systems here. We put a urea solution or ammonium solution in this reservoir at the bottom, and it is recirculated through and broken down and hydrolyzed through naturally occurring bacteria. So urea degradation, as I mentioned, urea is the main component of nitrogen in urine. So we can take that urea, that's shown right here, and we can hydrolyze it. It can be hydrolyzed just by naturally occurring bacteria. So that's this red line here. And it does work, but again, you can see we're at 4 and 1 here, so we've got down to about 25%, 30 days, a month, way too long. So what do? We add a little bit of the enzyme urease. Urease catalyzes the reaction of urea to ammonium, and boom, goes way faster. Unfortunately, we still have some issues. So nitrogen recovery in the absence of urease, about 67%. Not too good. We add urease and it goes up a little bit, but only to 76%. So still not ideal. We're still losing about a quarter of that original nitrogen. Where's that going? We're not really sure yet. It could be recalcitrant N in bacterial biomass. It could be ammonium volatilization into ammonia gas. We're working to try and discover that and trying to figure out where we can capture it and minimize those losses. Some of these protocols are recently in review in PLOS protocols with myself, Dr. Bruce Bugbee, and Lauren Payne, who I also need to acknowledge, along with Paul Kusuma, for their help with this work and guidance. Thank you for listening.